Okay, welcome to round one of GP 7 Toll Square. We're in a slight bit of a rush, so I'm just going to get right into the game. Our opponent is HSquid on white-black colors control. We have won the die roll, so we'll be on the play. I think I'll go over cards as they show up. Good hand, please. This is the one-lander. I don't think I can keep a one-lander on the play, even though it does have HSquid, so this is Mull to 6. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, both harvest times, Redeemer Yens. Not ideal. Not ideal at all, to be honest, but I'm gonna have to keep 6, and I'm putting down one of my 5 lands effectively. Gonna be one of the harvest time, I think. Okay, so this is what's meant to be a red-green aggro deck, but this is the least aggressive draw I've ever seen. Play forest, harvest time for, I believe, another forest. And pass the turn, really hope to draw some kind of 2-drop on my next turn. Although I'm not doing much until turn 3. Opponent has a Stark Expanse and passes. Okay, Terminal Impact. That's a card, I guess. Okay, you can deck. They have a Laystone, which they didn't draw. Pack Beyond Death, Coco, bunch of 2-drops, so expecting a 2-drop next turn. Yeah, just general black-white mid-range stuff. Chronicle Extinction is a card to watch out for. Urban Jungle Pass. Well, at least we're going to get to go turn 3 Redeemer, turn 4 Yens. And we're going to have to hope that's good enough. Yeah, said opponent has a bajillion 3-drops. If they show me Exorcist, I show them Terminal Impact. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's not really the one I wanted to see in my Mull to 6, which is already kind of land heavy. Okay, they take the Terminal, which is actually pretty good for me. And they get to do something next turn. I even get a treasure off my Redeemer, guaranteed next turn. Reaver Blossoms would have been a lovely card, like, a couple turns ago. But I think I just have to apply pressure. They have some nasty Planeswalkers I'd like to have some pressure available for. Okay, next turn I can hit them for 7, and they don't know my hand. What is this? This looks like Inklight Dancer. I'll bite. I'll bite. I'm an aggro deck. Maybe they're bluffing, but like, I'm not that concerned about my life total in this matchup. Sanctum Oppression is going to eat my Redeemer. Yep. And they play Jubilant Docks. Okay. Lovely. Ooh, okay, Spore spawning. That's something to work towards, and makes me really not want to crack this treasure. Reaper of Blossoms will, like, start making that do things soon. It is on 1, by the way. That Redeemer still... Actually, that Redeemer still counts. It's a permanent card I own in exile. I could just play Yens. Just hit them for 4. Or I could play Reaper, get a land off of it. I think it's Yens here. Just for the sake of mana efficiency. Yeah. Not ideal, but I should get in my attacks when I can. Well, next turn I have at very least Reaper plus pay for trigger, and I can play a lot of other cards I could draw. They hit me for 2. They got a lot of removal for this in their deck. Ooh, that's a really bad one. That's Stratos Sentry. That's going to normally not that good against me because I have a lot of like 1s and 2s that I did not draw in this game. Would have rather played Reaper, but I think I needed to apply the pressure. Okay, that's a decent draw. Husk Forger into Reaper. End step. Pay for Reaper, I think. Yep. I think I just want the cards to start building up cards in hand. Spore spawning count is 4, 2 in graveyard and 2 in exile. Yeah, so I need to change plans. I'm not going to be able to put together a beatdown draw. I need to do more of a late game thing, which means I need to start building towards spore spawning. This land is important. And like milling over Reaper of Blossoms, I want to get to like 7 or 8 tokens with my spore spawning. Hi. Okay, I can now. They've represented this a lot this game. Wait. Oh, power 3 or less. Sorry, I thought this was Monovisor. No, this is power 3 or less. That's actually quite annoying. I think I'm going to take the 5. Beautiful Wanderer. Yay. Yeah, okay, I think we're getting close to being done here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, actually, if we draw an untapped land for this spore spawning, we could actually be doing something. Ugh, another tap land in Buffer Reconservatory. I could play that and level it up. But then if they kill it, it's really bad for me because I need that mana for spore spawning. Because this is going to hit me for... Wait, I'm just dead. I can't present any blockers. Okay. Okay, really rough mulligan there. Really rough. Unfortunately, we don't have anything... I don't think we have any sideboard cards for this matchup. Like, they have 4 enchantments, 4 artifacts, so I guess I could bring in Hungry Blob. Unfortunately, all of their removal also hits Crumbling Tower, so it's not like diversifying my threats really help. They have Faces of the Faceless, which they could bring in, but I think I'm kind of okay with that. I think I will bring in a Hungry Blob. I think I will bring in a Hungry Blob. Trim Avalanche doesn't have a lot of great targets in their deck. Maybe also trim a Yens. They just have a lot of removal. Yeah, run it like that. Ooh. Yeah, the deck I'm running right now is not super thoroughly tested, so it's possible it has some holes in its game plan. But that was a mulligan. You know, I'm going to chalk that up to that was a mulligan. Wait a minute. Gotta have shiny Hungry Blob. Very important. On the play, again. Okay, this is a 2-lander, and it has Husk Forger into Redeemer. Oh, this is a much easier keep, much nicer hand. Very good. Okay, now we're going to get to see this deck perform a little bit nicer. Turn 1 Husk Forger. And I have an option of which card I'd like in play on turn 2. It's not a trivial choice. Redeemer the 4/4 here, and they don't have... I guess they have a decent number of answers to it. Anomaly gets my engine started. Starts churning through my deck. I could actually even theory play Reaper and have mana to pay for it, but I don't think it's that. I think I'm going to play the Redeemer. If they kill it, it's not the end of the world. If they don't kill it, it's really good for me. And, the longer I wait, the more likely they are to have removal for this. And, preventing them from playing an Exorcist or a Contest Coordinator on this turn because they have to remove my Redeemer, that's also pretty good for me. Okay, and they got the Sanctum. Anomaly, interesting. So I could play the Manor and a Reaper for my 4 mana, or I could play just Anomaly. Shigami Burns is not enormously useful to me right now. I guess it lets me discard some excess lands. But I think in the name of mana efficiency, I can get it going. Shigami Manor Burns, promo version, and Reaper of Blossoms. Just presenting multiple threats because they have Stratos Sentry and such is nice. Go to end step. And I do get to start milling some cards, which is nice. Yeah, and by the way, let me see, I've returned to my old ways and I have mixed promos of everything. 2 mana? Inklight on my Huskforger. That's fine by me. And Jubilant Dock's going to pick up probably Opulent Vantage here. Okay, so I'm not applying a ton of pressure to them in my aggro deck. They've had removal into removal, so that's kind of to be expected. Ooh, okay, I like that. I am going to discard one of these Fabricated Anomalies because I'd love to hit a land here, and if I don't hit, and I could even play a 1-drop if I drew it. So, yep. Discard Anomaly. Meandering Path. That's perfectly fine. Sad to lose another terminal impact. Before combat, Hungry Blob, your Sanctum. Start of combat, eat it. Get my +1/+1 counter. Attack you for 2. Okay. Now I'm presenting kind of a board here. End step, I have my Reaper trigger. Ooh, there's a Spore spawning in there. Do I want to... I could... before they go, I'm thinking on this Reaper. I could sack this treasure to put the Forest in my hand. Interesting. I think I do that because Forest in hand is a thing I could discard to Anomaly. Okay, by the way, this Spore spawning now makes 5 1/1s for 4 mana. And to get rid of it, they would need to use a Chronicle or a Ziv, so they could do that this turn. They could Chronicle my hand, which would be annoying, but then I'd get to hit them back for a very large amount of damage. They just play Inklight. That's the best they can do with their life. They paid 3 mana for it for some reason, because that land taps for 2. I'm not obliged to remind them of that. If they're leaving up 1 black mana, that's not anything. They have no 1 mana instants in their deck. Okay. I'm super happy with all the things that just happened. Okay, main phase 1. Digging you with Shigami Manor Burns. Okay, and I think I'm just running out Anomaly here. Yeah, I can run out Anomaly, leave up 1 mana to potentially pay for Reaper of Blossoms. Or, no, I should run out Anomaly, discard this Urban Jungle. Yeah. One thing at a time. Anomaly. Make the Puzzle Box, which is legendary. Now, discard this Urban Jungle, draw a card. Huskforger. I think I should play Forest. I have 5 drops in my deck. Should I play Huskforger? Yeah, I'm pretty close to being able to turn this into a 6/6. I guess the reason I'd keep it is because I might want to discard it to the puzzle box next turn. But also, churning through my deck is good. I definitely play Forest. Do I play Huskforger? Oh, and I can also, yeah, I play Huskforger because I can put a card in my hand to discard using Reaper of Blossoms. Start of combat, Redeemer trigger. Oh, this is a good chunk of damage happening here. And they're only at 4 mana, so they can't illustrate Shengfa anytime soon. Pump both of these, exile 4 cards. That's Terminal Impact. And these 3 cards. Doesn't matter. I can't get cards back from my graveyard except for lands. Ah, there's gonna block and sack. Cool, fine by me. They take 5, giving that they gain 1 off Inklight. Yeah, I'm super okay with all the things that are happening right now. Whoops. Lose life off Inklight, not gain life. Reaper trigger. Pay life. Get Forest. I should keep lands in my graveyard. Obviously, I should keep Spore spawning and Avalanche in my graveyard, but then I should also keep lands because I could get those back for Roar, theoretically. But I'm probably just discarding this. Okay. My exile actually matters. I have 3 permanents in exile, 5 in my graveyard. So this Spore spawning makes 8 1/1s. Well, first my opponent has to deal with my board of creatures attacking them. And only if they can deal with that will I be forced to make 8 1/1s at least. Okay, this is more like the kind of draw. Also, like they had a very slow turn 4 there. Like they just cast and then sacked an Inklight Dancer on their turn 4. That's not a very strong turn. If that was like a Planeswalker, it would have been much more problem. They do have 7 cards in hand, so every possibility they can do something bad to me. Although they don't have double colorless for Ziv either. Sorry if you can hear that. There's someone drilling in my house. Apparently they got some decisions to make. Yeah. Let's see. They are on Sfurgard swamps. That's an interesting choice. Really classic art here. Very swampy swamp. I don't believe I can see a plains right now. So I don't know what else they're on. They've only cast 2. They've only showed me 2 non-land cards this game. So it's no wonder that I'm in the lead. I feel pretty well equipped against most of the things they could do right now. Opulent Vantage. They gain 2. Okay, right. They have Ziv mana, but it's not gonna be Ziv. It's Senito. What is Senito going to be doing? Senito is going to remove my abilities on Fabricated Anomaly for the turn. Honestly, I don't enormously care. I draw some Meandering Path. Shigana Manor Burns ticks up. I get a tapped treasure token. Use Puzzle Box to cycle this forest. Get another Shigana Manor Burns. I don't super care about that either. Well, I'm definitely killing Senito. I think I'm probably going to just cycle a Meandering Path and Spore spawning here. Yeah. and then kill Sinido. I can't pump with Fabricant Anomaly because it has no abilities. So yeah, let's cycle this Meandering Path. Husk Forger, probably don't need that either. Start of combat, I get myself a soldier. And then I'm gonna attack you and you. No point attacking them and leaving Sinido up to use Pain Split. Okay. And like their sweeper for Spore spawning is Chronicle Extinction, but they spend their whole turn casting Chronicle Extinction, they just die to my other creatures. So it's pretty safe for me to just tap out for Spore spawning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna ship that turn. I don't think they have a way out of this one. Yeah, their draw seems like it was pretty unfortunate. Maybe they were flooding out. That seems entirely possible. Oh, yeah. Okay. Do I want Hungry Blob number 3? It certainly performed pretty well that game. They got more Chronicles in the sideboard? They do not have more Chronicles in the sideboard, so their answers to Spore spawning are pretty limited. No, maybe I'd take another Avalanche for them. The Avalanche is nice. I guess yeah. Like what am I? I guess it's used. The reason I want Avalanche is to deal with like the Planeswalkers. Once they get down to one loyalty, a bunch of the Planeswalkers do. I really want a way to reach out and kill them. I don't want to draw two Hungry Blobs because they're unlikely to have that many targets. Okay, game 3. Okay, turn 1 Huskforger, turn 2 Redeemer. Looks like a plan to me. There, tap to start pits. Buffer Reconservatory. I might be able to weave that in somewhere. Huskforger and pass. And the existence of Huskforger has completely changed, like, the landscape of the format. It's amazing just how much one card can matter there. Oh, they have the removal. That's unfortunate. That means I might not be able to do anything next turn, which would be very bad. Okay, I can do something at least. Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything else to do with my life. Tap to buffer Reconservatory. Harvest time for, in this case, Mountain. I have quad green already, which is as much green as I need, so I can get the Mountain. Where is it? There it is. Unfortunate that they had the removal spell. But manageable. Yeah, I should have sided out additional avalanches. Although I still easily could have drawn one here. Not like Hungry Blob would be very good here either. Okay. Okay, I'm going to show them Terminal Impact again. Both of these kill Exodus for 3 mana. Okay. But this one leaves Avalanche in my graveyard, which is nice. I just take the Redeemer. And they play Jubilant Docks. Okay. Aurora. Okay, that's a plan. That's something we can build towards. I don't have much else to do with my life, so I'm just gonna Avalanche that. Feels a little bad to use my 3 mana repel on their 2-drop, but I'd rather have Terminal in hand, especially for Roar, which could easily ramp me a lot. Next turn, Redeemer. Turn after that, Aurora. Once again, sounds like a plan. Aurora gets me a Yeti off of Avalanche. Don't forget that trigger. They tap 3. No, that land tapped for 2 mana, you know? I don't know why they're overpaying, but I'm not going to stop them. I don't care about Inklight Dancer enormously, so I'm just gonna, yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot of other options. Eat their Exorcist, make a soldier, tapped Urban Jungle, pass the turn. Okay. If they have, like, Ziv this turn, I guess I'm just gonna Terminal Impact it. If they have any Planeswalker, I'm gonna have to take a turn off and kill it with Terminal Impact. I'm hoping they don't have something I have to deal with Terminal Impact immediately, so I can play Aurora and get that going. That would be ideal. Okay, it's not Ziv. They don't have double colorless. It's Stratos Sentry. Okay, that eats non-token. Okay, you know what? Actually, they can integrate it onto whatever they want, theoretically. Okay. Stratos Sentry, 3/2 flyer. Not the end of the world. Oh boy, 3 terminal impacts in hand. Forest. Aurora, don't forget Yeti Trigger. Don't forget Yeti Trigger. Okay, let's look at my top 3 cards, see if we've got some good goodies in there. Okay, there's... Okay. Shigana Emitter Burns, Forest, Reaper. I'm definitely putting Forest to graveyard. Do I want to draw either of these cards? Not enormously. Rather draw like some slightly bigger cards. Also, putting them in graveyard gets me closer to spore spawning. Get back a forest. Also gets me closer to harvest time. Avalanche. Make a Yeti. Cool. Okay, now I got 8/8 worth of trample in play. They play an Opulent Vantage. And the Sanctum of Repression, which is probably going to bounce this Inklight Dancer and eat my Aurora. No, it's not. Ah, I see. Now they're going to replay Stratos Sentry and integrate Aurora. That is very annoying. Yeah, this Sanctum Repression card's really good. They're an that's integrated, not yeah. Just to be perfectly clear, that's integrated. It's not exiled by Sanctum Repression. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. Meandering Path. Okay, well, here's the plan. I have 3 terminal impacts, and my opponent is at 24. So if I can terminal impact for about 8, that will kill them. So I could cycle this Meandering Path, or I could just play it. And then what, level up Buffery Conservatory? Or I could play Meandering Path and then just terminal them right now. They can gain life off Inklight Dancer, so I think, like, I want to terminal for like, more than just 6, is how I'm feeling. I could even terminal for 2 just on the Stratos Sentry to get in for 4 with Buffer Conservatory plus Soldier. Yeah, I like this idea. 2 mana, terminal the Stratos Sentry. Just a 2/2, but it prevents it from getting blinked or something. Puts a card in my graveyard for harvest time. Then level up Buffer Conservatory. And attack for 4. And me with this Buffer Conservatory, as a threat they do need to deal with. But also there's a lot of ways they could do that. Not saying Repression, though. Saying Repression is non-land. Contest Coordinator. I am a little short on action, which is Slight issue. We find a Ziv off this contest coordinates. Okay, I might have to hit that with another one of my terminal impacts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fourth wanting is for 6 right now. Okay, yeah, this is getting out of hand pretty quickly here. I am going to have to kill that with terminal impact, probably. Yens, okay, that's interesting. Jens does not really have a good attack is the problem. I don't like Terminal Cassia Pack. I know they have Ziv, but I don't see a better option, unfortunately. I don't get to do anything else with my turn. I could Jens, but then I still don't have good attacks into Cassia. Oh, it's rough. It's really rough. I don't have 6 cards in graveyard for Harvest Time either. Yeah, I need to draw better. I know they have Ziv in hand, but the rest of their hand isn't great, and I draw into stuff like Spore spawning. Could still do this. They're gonna get Ziv. They can't kill Buffery Conservatory. Oh, Ziv goes to 7. I do have 7 mana. Yep. I'm gonna discard this Yens. They're gonna exile probably my Harvest Time. Hmm. Could I have played this game a little better? Possibly. I think it was like I could have kept things on top of a roar. Like I could have kept Reaper of Blossoms on top of a roar. They exile Yens and Huskforger. Oh, it even now has landfall. That's nice. Boy, oy, oy. Yeah, Fabric Anomaly. Yeah, that just dies to Ziv if I don't do this right now. Okay. Just gotta hope they don't have anything after this. Okay. Anomaly is the kind of card that get me going again. The other Aurora would be nice. Uh, take my 3. Okay, and that's probably gonna do it. Second Ziv. Yeah, just couldn't quite get critical mass this game. I think that the critical term was when they were able to use Sanctum to bounce their own Stratus Sentry and get my Aurora. Like denying me that source of value meant I wasn't able to get anything going. Now we are in a lot of trouble. Right, those are integrated. So now they have Reaper trigger. They're gonna mill 3 cards on their end step. And we are in all sorts of trouble. I'm gonna draw Spore spawning. That's very funny. That's like one of the better cards. It's definitely the best card I could draw. Unfortunately, I can exile it out of my graveyard, so I only get one cast. But I'm not doing anything else. Okay, I'm gonna attack Ziv. Okay. If I draw Spore spawning, then I draw another Spore spawning, and they don't have. Okay, is that Conflict Coordinator? And they don't have an answer, and they don't have Chronicle of Extinction. Suddenly, we're doing things. I have 1, 2, 3 exiled over there, 4, 5, 6 exiled over here, 7. So this is 7 1/1s. Hopefully that's enough. It's not enough on its own. I need to draw like another Spore spawning or something. Oh no! That's Spiteful Griefer. Oh, I'm so glad someone's playing Spiteful Griefer, but I'm not glad they're playing it against me. Yeah. Oh, and that lets them use the Fabricated Anomaly trigger. Okay. Yeah, I think okay. I'm gonna look at my top card, but I'm like dead in 2 turns just to like Ziv attacks and pumping things, and that probably cuts off all of my outs. Ugh. Unfortunate games. I think my draws were a little clunky. And like once again they had that term where they were able to get back Stratos Sentry. It happens, but yeah, we're starting out 0-1 in this GP. You hate to see it happen. Yeah. Eat my Spore spawning in harvest time. Okay, they're gonna take. Okay, I don't think I have outs. Like I don't. I can't. I think I might. I only have one terminal impact left. I can't. I couldn't even kill Ziv with it if I wanted to. No, let's play it out. Even though I'm fairly certain I'm quite dead. I could level up Buffer Reconservatory. Oh right, yes, they mill off of that. Yep, 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 yep. 1, 2, 3. Add a counter to this. Go to end step. Mill 3 cards. Oh, there's my last terminal impact to get back this meandering path. Okay, I think they can. I don't know. They got to have something that can kill me between Ziv +1, whatever they got in their hand, Sackness of Inklight Dancer. It's got to work. Fabricated Anomaly triggers. Okay, yeah, I've not been focusing on Rev, or at least Rev Standard, that much this month. I've mostly been focusing on the Roto Draft and keeping up with Field Test and other various projects of mine. But I certainly couldn't miss the GP for anything. They are really, really taking their time on this. Fair enough. Oh yeah, they don't want to integrate onto Ziv because they will be forced to mill 6 cards per turn. I don't think that's a concern from them. I don't think I'm living that long. Take 2. Oh, sorry, take 4. Not even attacking the Spiteful Griefer. Just one as a blocker, I guess, for my Reconservatory. Mills 3 Sparks, Dark Dance. Wow, 3 of a kind. Okay, gonna cycle this Meandering Path, draw a land. I can level this up, it becomes a 6/5. If I attack Ziv, they can take it and hit me back for. They can level up Cycle Griever and kill me, so I can't attack. Yeah, and I think they have lethal just by animating Ziv. Okay. Come on, HSquid. Come on, HSquid. Let's just get this over with. Okay, that'll do it. That'll do it. So yeah, 1-2. I had fun. This is gonna be not like coming in super grindy. It's like super grind out with the super optimal decks this month. Just wanted to have fun with Spore spawning. In the last few months we can. Yeah, best of luck to HSquid and to Liv who built HSquid's deck. See you guys next time. Good night.